Hey guys, Coda here. Sorry, I was trying to do something. This video is gonna be a bit different. It's gonna be a autism slash STEM related video. But before I get into that, I wanted to say that I am, I think, 4 and 3 weeks, somewhere around there, months on T, and that's going really, really well. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I've got more facial hair spreading out, so that's cool. I'm getting a little bit of chest hair, and stuff like that, and I can tell the fat redistribution process is starting, because one of my testicles is a bit, like, they're off size-wise, but to get onto what this video is about, this is going to be a decently lengthy video. I can already tell that. I found, about a week or two, I found a video on YouTube whenever I was just randomly looking up videos on autism and stims and stuff like that, which I do every once in a while. But I found a video that is, and I'll link this in the description. But the video is basically a stem tag video, which I think is like the first one to be done. And the video is done by Ashton Daniel. And there are 25 questions that he came up with, and I just basically copied and pasted them onto my phone here and shit. So, but let's dive into this, okay? So, 25 questions about basically stimming. Sorry. Why do you stim? I don't really know how to answer that, because, like, I do it, I guess, to whenever I'm, like, stressed and, like, or excited or whatever. I don't know, to, like, I'm trying to think of the right wording, to, like, I guess express how I'm feeling, in a sense. I don't know. I've never really thought about it. But, when did you realize what stimming was? Why do you do it? Again, I don't really know. I've always had some form of stimming. as long as I can remember. So I don't really know when I figured it out. I just kind of knew, I guess. And I honestly can't tell you when I discovered the word stimming or, whatever. I something I've always done. And it's just is, Why do I do it? Again, I don't really know how to answer this. I guess, again, to express myself whenever I can't find the words to say what I'm feeling, I guess. Okay. Have you ever made a STEM toy? What's your favorite to make? No, I've never made one, but I want to. And basically, well, no, I can't say I've never made one because it's technically a kid's activity. It's not really technically categorized as a STEM toy, but it was for me. Slime. I've made homemade slime, or not slime, slime. And like stuff like of that nature, the gooey, almost putty type things, but homemade. What's your go-to stim for being happy and or excited? I pace a lot, and whenever I'm very happy or excited, I will pace faster than my typical speed. For when I'm just randomly pacing or whatever. I don't know how to word things right now. But, and I will, that's the other thing. I will also, if I'm really extremely excited, and this mainly happens when I'm like extremely ADHD and excited. And yeah. But I will like do my version of skipping. And the reason I say my version is because I don't like, how you switch feet, you're supposed to switch feet when you skip? I don't. I've never learned that correctly. Well, the correct way. I consider it more or less a version of skipping or galloping. But yeah, I do that whenever I'm really excited. Really excited. Anxiety or stress. Go to stim for when I'm anxious or stressed. I'd have to say probably rocking and like more stereotypical stims, like hand flapping and like finger hand things. I don't know, but definitely rocking. Definitely rocking. Upset. Same pretty much for anxiety and or stress. The rocking, the hand flapping, just generally more stereotypical stims for autism. And hair pulling. Like, I'll run my fingers through my hair and tug on my hair. You'll know if I'm doing that, I'm either really stressed or my sensory is acting up and I'm about to go into sensory overload. Or both. Overwhelmed. Basically the same as the last two. The rocking, the hand flapping, the finger things. I don't know what to categorize that as. The hair tugging, hair pulling thing. Running my fingers through my hair a lot. But yeah, am I sensory seeking? Do I sensory seek? I don't know. I mean, I never really thought about it. And sorry about the noise in the background. I think my roommates are home. But no, sensory seeking, I never really thought about it. So I don't really know how to answer that. Again, some of these I don't really know how to answer. I mean, I guess I'm a sensory seeker. Because I like, music really loud. And I like, pressure-wise, I like big bear hugs and to be squeezed and stuff. And stuff like that. But, so I guess I'm a sensory seeker, I guess. I don't know. But, any other strong emotions / feelings that make you stim? I guess the best way to answer this is kind of similarly to the person who did this video initially that I watched, which was, which the way they worded it, not to quote them, but the way they worded it was affection. And I'm the same way in a sense, because I get all happy, squirmy, and wiggly, and just, I don't know how to word it. It's whenever I'm held, or I see one of my partners, or because I'm poly, one of my partners, or when I'm kissed, or just any general affection like that. Or whenever I see somebody that I have not seen in a long time, I can guarantee I'll be like that to an extent whenever I go back to PA for a visit the first time, since I haven't been back there since I moved about 7 months ago. So whenever I get to see my family and my friends back in PA, I'll be very happy, squirmy. I don't know how to word this. Okay. What's your favorite texture? Anything velvet or corduroy or smooth, soft texture. Oh, and silk. Silk, yes. Silk. And another one that I like a lot. It's weird with me because I like it on certain things. I just don't like it in clothes or all over a blanket. That, I don't know how to word it, but that like lace. That's what I'm thinking of. Lace. I like the feeling whenever I put it a piece of it between my fingers, and like rub it together, and it makes that like sound, and yeah, and it feels really like rough and like almost like rubbing sandpaper together-ish type of deal thing. But I don't, with that, I'm very particular because I don't like the feeling of lace on me, like on clothes or on a large space on a blanket where it's like on me, on my skin. But if I take a little piece like off the edge of a blanket or the edge of a pillow, and I put it between my fingers and I do that, yeah, I love that. Okay, so next one is, do you stim with your mouth at all? Do you have a chew toy, or do you use something else? Yes, I do stim with my mouth a lot. I do have a chewy. I do not have it at this moment because it's in my stuff with a friend of mine that I need to get off of her. Like as soon as she can get out here to give it to me. But I do have a chewy. I miss it so bad. But I also suck my thumb sometimes. And this is gonna sound weird, but I also, when I'm sleeping next to one of my partners, I can every once in a while suck their thumb. Just because I like the taste. It's weird. I like the taste of the skin, even on my finger. And I like the feeling of the pruned skin feeling against my tongue. And it's just, yeah. And plus, it's even better if it's one of my partners because their sense and their taste. Yeah, I'm weird. Oh, and I've recently, well, not recently. I'm in the BDSM, DDLB, DDLG communities, and if you don't know what that is, I'm not gonna tell you here because it's an adult thing and I don't want to age restrict this video or whatever, so I'm gonna leave it at that. But I do also have a few passies that I use for stimming as well sometimes. Okay, wait, so where am I? Okay, do you have a weighted blanket, vest, plushie, etc.? No, I've never had weighted vests or anything like that. Weighted anything really. However, sorry, one of my roommates just yelled. But I do want to sometime hopefully in the near future, try and invest in a vest. I don't know if I want a weighted blanket per se, because I'm worried that I have sometimes, if I'm half awake and I need to go to the bathroom in the morning, I have issues sometimes getting my feet, because they get I roll sometimes in my sleep, and my legs and feet get tangled in my blankets, and sometimes I have issues with making it to the bathroom in time. And I have had issues in the bed before whenever I was younger. I had issues with that real bad up until I was like 12 or 13. So, somewhere around there. So, I don't know if I want to do a weighted blanket per se or not for that fear, but maybe a plushie or a vest or something I could look into. I do want to look into. Because, again, I do being squeezed, and I also, with me being trans male and not having had top surgery yet, I also have a binder that whenever I first got my original binder, it felt amazing, and I don't know if, a lot of that has to do with dysphoria, but I'm wondering how much is actually dysphoria and how much is me unrealizingly stimming off of the pressure. Because I do like the feeling of the compression type of deal thing. And the pressure, But anyway. What's your favorite stim toy that you have? Probably my Chewy. Is there something on your stim toy wish list? Yes. More Chewies, definitely more Chewies, or at least another Chewy, because I kind of bit a hole in it already, and I've only had it maybe not a year and a half yet, I think. Somewhere around a year and a half, 2 years. And keep in mind, I have been without it for the last almost 8 months. So, yeah. I bit a hole in it within the first maybe 3 to 6 months of having it. So I need a new one, because I have to do the other side because it doesn't feel right anymore because of the hole. But and stim toy wish list. Also, again, probably because I kind of want to try like I said, the weighted vests or the plushies, or something like that for pressures sensory seeking stuff. But yeah. Do you remember your first stim toy you had / have? I don't. Well, I don't know if this, because this wasn't really a stim toy, an actual stim toy, but any cars or anything like that either rolled or spun, I loved and still loved growing up and still love. So basically anything with like wheels or, like hell, my mom would get mad at me whenever she would get out the mixer because she would always be afraid I was gonna bust the mixer because I would literally stand there and like manually spin an empty bowl on it. And yeah. So I guess anything like that. Favorite, what's your favorite body stim? Probably either, no. This goes kind of on, here, I'll show you. This goes kind of on the spinning aspect, and I did used to do that a lot, just randomly spinning, but doing this, like swaying, I guess, from side to side with my arms out, I've always loved it. And I guess, rocking, not necessarily back and forth, but side to side as well is another one for me. Favorite visual stim. Sorry, my shirt needs, there we go, fixed. I don't really know what visual stims I have, if any. So I don't really know how to answer that. So I'm just gonna say I don't really know how to answer that. But do you have pets you like to stim with, i.e. petting them, cats, purrs, etc.? I don't have a pet at this moment, but dogs, I love dogs. I like cats too, but I'm more of a dog person. And especially when a dog's just gone shaved and their fur feels like velvet. Yeah. I will sit there and pet them for hours if they'll let me. Okay, do you have echolalia and do you use it to stim at all? I don't think I'm 99% sure I don't have full echolalia. Like, it doesn't, I don't communicate in echolalia, but I do have a few stimmy, like, phrases that I will stim off of. If they're stuck in my head, I'll sit there and just, like, be randomly giggling or smiling at nothing obvious. Because I'll be sitting there stimming in my head over a phrase. Like, in Spy Kids, yeah, the first Spy Kids movie, Carmen, one of the things Carmen says is, oh, frick, how is she saying? I think it's shit. Oh, shit. Talking mushrooms. Yeah. That's what it is. It's, oh, shit. Talking mushrooms. And yeah. That I can, like, sit there and, like, stim off of for hours. That and in the movie, incredibly loud and extremely loud and incredibly close. The boy in the movie, I forget his name for the life of me. I forget his name, but he says one of his lines is "succotash my ball sack," and that's another one that I can just sit there and, like, either in my head or verbally stim off of for hours, just repeating and thinking those two ones. Yeah. But okay. Do you watch Stimming videos? If so, what's your favorite? I like those. Yes, I do, and I like those Facebook ones or YouTube ones that, like, either are of kinetic sand and they're like cutting the kinetic sand into perfect like sections and then smashing it, or those ones that it's like an optical illusion where it's like a rolling ball with spikes or whatever or something, and each spike you think is gonna break off, but it goes into there's holes where the spikes go into as the thing is rolling, and it's just like so satisfyingly yes. What's something that's not made to be a stim toy but you use it for stimming? I've already said whenever I was younger, and I'll still find myself doing this every once in a while if I'm comfortable enough in my surroundings to let myself do it. Manually spinning the mixer bowls. And just anything that spins, really. Like, I'll sit there and, like, spin a ball on the table, or, like, spin car wheels on toy cars, or, like, anything really like that spins or whatever, really, I guess. Okay, favorite simple stim toy, like rocks or buttons or fabric? Probably fabric, like on pants, or like if I have corduroys, I will sit there and rub my corduroys like you would not believe. Same with velvet pants. Like, my sister, growing up, my sister had these black velvet pants. Every time she wore them, I'd sit there and just rub on her pants. And my sister probably thought, what the hell is wrong with you? Every time I would do that, but I did that a lot when she wore them around me. And, anything really like that type of textured feeling, like when I shave, when either me or my boyfriend shaves our head, like the sides of our head, I'll like play with that a lot, like rub that whatever side is shaved, like a lot, because it's got that almost again velvety feeling. If you can't tell, I love textures like that. I just remembered this. I actually did that to my brother a lot. I'd sit there and rub his head when he would shave it. Okay. Is there any everyday action you find stimmy, like skipping or brushing your hair? I guess like brushing my hair, because I love my hair being played with. I'm kind of borderline obsessive about my hair. Not as bad as my boyfriend obsessive, but I'm kind of borderline obsessive about it. But playing in it, I've always loved my hair being played with or brushed or whatever, so that definitely is a stimmy thing for me. Are you more of a sensory seeker or avoider? I guess sensory seeker, because like I love my music loud. Again, there's things that I love that just make me feel good, and I'm trying to teach myself that it's okay to do them. But, because I've suppressed that for so long. Last one. What's your go-to stim without thinking about it? Probably like rocking, like what I'm doing right now, or earlier, like halfway through this video, or more than halfway. Probably, if you noticed the bed shaking a little bit, it's because my leg was shaking and bouncing. And then I'll also do this. Let's see if I can angle it right. And I'll do that. I'll do that with the clapping my legs and my feet together a lot. Again, rocking, and more without noticing it, I'll rock side to side. More often than not, I'll sway if I'm standing and just randomly not realizing I'm doing it, I'll sway like and swing my feet, my arms around if I can English. But yeah, this video is going on is at 40 minutes, so yeah, that's the video. I've been trying to get this video done for about a week or two now, since I found that video on YouTube. So I'm finally gonna get it up. Get it up. Sorry, I have a very dirty mind. Like, my mind lives in the gutter. But on that note, Coda, peace, laters.